Son, I'm looking like I'm straight out of the 70s right now, bro. Yo. Anyway, I had to get in on this Romero versus pitbull Cruz fight. Um, I want to just say this right now. Like, Rolly's probably one of my most hated fighters. I'm actually pretty pissed off that my other video that I made about Rolly got taken down. I'm gonna see if I could figure out a way around that, because that prediction was amazing. I talk about this all the time, and I'm gonna keep talking about it as long as my video is down. I made a video predicting who was gonna win the Tank versus Rolly fight, how they were gonna win, what round they were gonna win in, and then what Rolly was gonna say as soon as the fight was over, and I nailed every single one of them. So anyway, long story short, they took my video down, yada yada. Maybe I'll get it back up one day, or maybe I won't. But I completely dislike Rolly. So typically I won't even bother with something like this, where I'm like, I won't make a video on a dude because I just don't fuck with him. But I'm trying to like provide content and provide insight and shit. So, you know, I won't do things that I don't care about, but I will talk. I'll talk boxing about anybody. You know, if people want some insight and shit, fuck it. I'll talk about a dude I don't like. I don't have an issue with Pitbull Cruz. I got my thoughts on him. I think he's pretty good. I've seen him in some fights where I was like, man, this dude really ain't good like that. Like, yeah, he's got a really heavy shot, and he puts a lot of pressure and shit like that, but he's like one-dimensional, not really that good of a fighter. Then I've seen some other fights where he showed big improvements, and I know a lot of people, you know, have shit to say about this fight in whatever fashion, and I'm certainly not like the biggest Tank Davis fan. I don't dislike Tank, but he's not one of my favorite fighters by any stretch of the imagination. But a couple of things in that fight. First of all, I was impressed with Pitbull Cruz. I thought he fought very, very good fight. That being said, I was also super impressed with Tank, as I usually am. I thought it was great that Pitbull brought one of his better performances, and great that Tank was able to handle that and turn around and up his game and bring it to whatever level it needed to be brought to on that particular night to win the fight. So I always love seeing that. I always love seeing the best being brought out of both guys and just having the better guy win the fight. I don't mind an upset either, but you know, a lot of times I want the guy that deserves to win the fight to win the fight. So anyway, my point in saying all this is, if Cruz is inconsistent, then, I mean, you never know, right? Anybody could beat him on any given night, because he might just show up one-dimensional. If he doesn't land that big shot, he doesn't win. If the improvements that I saw from him are improvements, and they're going to stay, and they're going to continue to get better and stuff like that, I'll tell you right now, I'll keep this short and simple. I think Rolly's in serious trouble. Listen, man, the thing with Rolly is, like, I never like to come on here and really, like, shit on any professional boxer, any professional fighter, period, for that matter. I think fight sports are fucking wild, and I have the utmost respect for anybody who gets in the ring or the cage or whatever. So I really don't want to sit here and, like, badmouth these guys or whatever. But when I talk about these guys, understand that I'm talking about these guys in comparison to their peers around them and shit, right? So when you talk about, like I hate Victor Ortiz, right? When you talk about Victor Ortiz breaking his jaw in like the 11th round and quitting in a fight that he was winning in, right? You may say he's a pussy because, what's up, girlies? I'll be down in a sec. They have arrived. Because there's other people like Muhammad Ali, or there's plenty of examples of people that have broken or fractured their jaws and have continued to fight. Whether they won or lost is kind of irrelevant. We're talking about the heart of a fighter here. But, I mean, Victor Ortiz obviously isn't a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude's a professional boxer, and, you know, quitting after your jaw breaks would be a very normal thing to do. Like, that's not a bitch move. That's a normal thing to do. But in boxing at that level, You're not expected to be normal. You're supposed to do the abnormal. You're supposed to say, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna keep fighting. And maybe your corner stops it, or maybe the ref or the doctor stops it, or maybe it doesn't stop and you just keep going with a broken jaw. Paulie Malignaggi's face was fucked up against Cotto. Adrian Broner's face was, jaw was all fucked up versus Maidana. So, I mean, like, we've seen these things happen, and we've seen people continue on. So, it can be done. Victor Ortiz is just not that dude, right? So, I have to compare Victor Ortiz to the other professional boxers. It's the same thing with Rolly, bro. Like, I'm sure Rolly would fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking pre-ACL, prime Formsy. I'm sure Rolly would fuck up a prime Formsy. So, I can't really sit here and be like, Rolly's a clown, he can't fight. He can't fight, you know what I'm saying? But when I compare Rolly to the other people, the people that he's getting the ring with, the people that are in or around his weight class and shit like that, I mean, Rolly's a clown, bro. Listen, there may come a time where it's all funny, we all laugh at it, it was entertaining, whatever you want to say. Rolly may turn around and say, listen, I was just being stupid to try to garner attention or to sell fights or whatever, and that's fine, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. But if Rolly is actually as delusional and stupid as he portrays himself to be, I don't even really know if stupid's the right word, because he almost seems like a kind of idiot savant. Like, I've seen Rolly do some things that seem very intelligent, but it's like, yo, is anyone home, bro? Like, are the lights on in there? You know what I'm saying? Are you not here in the same room or in the same planet as us? Like, what? I don't understand. Are you looking at something with like a different set of eyes than everybody else or some shit? So I don't know what Rolly's deal is, bro, but I will tell you this. And I'm not saying that I'm putting this dude on a pedestal, that I think he's the best guy out there, but Pitbull ain't no fucking joke, bro. And he's going to be coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pitbull's going to bring it. He's going to bring the pressure. He's going to go for the knockout and shit like that. We've seen Rolly be stopped. We've seen Rolly get dropped in sparring. I think Rolly's in for a world of hurt, bro. And I'll tell you right now, me personally, I wouldn't mind. You know, I mean, it is kind of funny watching Rolly get his ass kicked. So, like, I do kind of enjoy that. But I really wouldn't mind just seeing, Pitbull whoop his ass and just retire him. So, I don't have too much of a tactical breakdown on this one. That's just my thoughts on it. I think Pitbull's probably going to go in there and fuck him up, and I'm going to love every second of it. Peace. Yeah.